What's going on? Welcome to Bro, Where's My Phone? The podcast, season number 2. We made it to season number 2. I'm happy to keep this Bro, Where's My Phone movement going forward. The idea started from being addicted to my iPhone. Ever since I purchased a new smartphone back in the day, I've been figuring out how to use that phone to do amazing and creative things, projects, ideas. And so I created this podcast not only to have conversations with my friend, also to give me a small break from being from behind the camera. It's plenty of great artists out there, photographers that I hope to have on the show, people behind the scenes. So I'm gonna do all of that, but the main summary of this whole C. Allen experience is to show you how much power you have in the palm of your hands. And in the process of talking about that power that you have with your phone and different pieces of technology, I want to be the person to let you know that you can still have a conversation. You can still communicate. And I know social media gives you over 100 different ways to communicate, but the older I get and what I see is people communicating less. The faces are looking down at a phone. They're engaged somewhere else in imaginary land in their phone. So my goal is to create events, hence Shoot Your Shot, hence the Digital Dopeness Experience, the C. Allen Experience. I want to create events that connects technology back to the people. To people, because without people, none of this stuff would even matter. Social media wouldn't even be a thing if you was not connected with people. So thank you for checking out Bro, Where's My Phone? The podcast. I hope it's engaging. I hope you're able to listen, laugh, learn, get educated, and hopefully share in some of the conversation. I am going to pull some of my real Facebook friends on a podcast. Now, just to let you know, radio show still goes down every Thursday, 92kelz.com, online radio show based right here in Houston. It's a lot of great things happening from Houston, y'all. But I'm also traveling. I'm going to get my team. We're going to be out there, man. It's time to do some events and connect with some businesses, right? And let our hair down. So I want to thank y'all for checking out the podcast, and I hope y'all enjoy it. Subscribe to the podcast. You can go on any streaming service. I'm going to have a party when I get on Tidal. But right now, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, all these different streaming services, you can find our show. How about that? So, without further ado, I'm going to jump in. Without further ado, I'm going to get into the show with my people, Artistik Rebel and Tony the Nocturnist, my friends who started out as guests and guests to my photography mixers, and now they're co-hosts, and I rock with them. So, all right, let's start the show. Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to a brand new season of Bro, Where's My Phone? The podcast. This is Christopher Allen, and you are listening to Bro, Where's My Phone? I have my hitters in here with me. Shout out to my team. What up, people?
What's the deal?
What's happening?
Welcome to 2019. I know that sounds weird because to a lot of people, 2019 started January 1st. 2019. But for us and this podcast, the new year starts now. January 30th, 2019. We back.
New day,
yes, sir.
new me.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Some good changes and took place. We had an amazing year like last year because it went so fast. It was like a train and it just kept going. And we still hung on that mug.
Yeah, clenching on, man. Let's keep going.
Listen, I ain't gonna fake it. We moving. But at the same time, We surviving. No. Man, we're gonna have a
good time.
Scratch it.
Easy credit rip off.
Hanging in a jawline.
Dave Chappelle touched that line, didn't he?
Yep.
For the longest, I didn't know the lyrics to that. I just knew the
Nobody
melody.
knew it.
That was the most undeciphered lyric in the theme.
I would have never guessed a child line.
Hanging in a jawline. Wait, what would the white dude say? Hanging in a jawline.
Shout out
That's
to
basically what we was in.
Yeah.
School. Like you couldn't even through no appropriation or race card there. Like that's what I thought it was too.
Oh man.
shout out to Artistik Rebel for posting the video with the artist that was doing the throwback TV shows.
Oh,
He was
man.
singing it.
Man,
I gotta give him a shout out.
Pure enjoyment from at Kevin Ross Music. I remember him
At Kevin Ross. This is his Instagram.
at Kevin Ross Music.
Because of you, I listen, and you know it's dope when you listen to every single
he
second of the
killed
content.
all of them, man. Like doing all of the beats and everything. Like he mimicked the little chest bumps I used to do in school and everything.
Kevin
Right.
Ross music.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a follow
Yeah,
now.
the boy is
Oh,
dope.
yeah, he did the mashups, man. I wish we could play it on air. Being here singing.
We probably can't. Oh well, not live, but I can
Nah,
probably
that's
put
what I
it.
was like, man.
Yeah,
From out here?
man.
I don't know where it's from. He
Oh.
popped up, I think on my Explore tab or something.
Oh,
And
okay.
I was like, man, this is dope.
That's what's up. I'm gonna have to check him out.
Oh, man. You going to get all your 80s and 90s life just off of that. Being like, man, I was singing. Even Adrian going to be in here singing along with Turn that back up.
And you realize that they were hitting, he was hitting those notes on the songs, and I'm like,
Yeah.
he brought back memories.
Just like
Moesha,
one
Family Matters,
Word.
Man,
Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Only thing he had several
Sister,
mashups
Sister.
on there. Only thing he missed was Golden Girls.
That is true, huh? I didn't
Thank
think
you
about
for
that.
being.
I'm sure he could have hit it because he
You
hit
know
all
what?
them other notes.
I'm gonna look through his page, and then if I don't see him, be like, "Hey, man, like I know it's a little racial times going on right now, but a sister want to hear that Golden Girls
Say,
thing."
we want to hear that. We want to hear that Golden Girls action.
Man, so many of my friends used to watch Golden Girls.
Man, I
Shoot.
watched Golden
It still
Girls
come on
now.
Yeah.
what is it? No, not Hallmark. It's one of them.
Probably Hallmark, like Lifetime and some
It come on
stuff.
like mad late at night though.
You know the crazy thing is, anytime we're in Louisiana or Mississippi visiting the family and we're in like a hotel, Golden Girls always have a marathon, and we be in there like, 'cause
Just eating it all up.
yeah, like you in Louisiana and
Right.
Mississippi, like with cousins stuff. What's the first thing you do? Go to Walmart, go stock up on
Go stock up on the food.
number of snacks. Sitting there
Right.
in the bed, because when you visit the family, like
You at home.
yeah, like you're at home and like it ain't. You in a hotel by like midnight,
Right,
or,
right.
Or like everybody over there like kicking it, or
Right,
something.
right,
You
right.
got like all the snacks laid out.
Yeah,
Like,
That's the way to do it.
yeah, man. I know I would spend like every time we go see family, I would spend like $25-$30 on nothing but snacks.
Oh yeah. Snacks and well,
And you give back that.
Love those road trips.
and
Man.
liquor store too. That at least that's what
Oh,
we
yeah,
do with
yeah.
our family. We always hit the liquor store too.
Now, if you're in Louisiana, you definitely got to do the drive-by daiquiri spot.
Yeah, absolutely.
a lot of the old heads, like the elders, like my dad would always stop and they would get this particular like sausage that you can only get in Louisiana. It was like the red something, I don't even know the brand, but
Oh yeah.
I was about to say, Zoomers is pretty popular out there.
Who?
Zoomies, something like that.
Zumos. That's Beaumont.
Zumos. Oh, okay.
That's
Well,
us.
I know
That's
they
us
be
right
in,
there.
Beaumont
in
people
I
Like
thought
by
I thought Louisiana.
Louisiana.
I thought they did Richards or whatever they call them. They probably do Zumos too,
they
but
probably
I
do.
think they do.
yeah. Yeah, now I know a thing or two about Zumos now.
I'm sorry. I get the.
I don't know either of the brands. Y'all better than me on that.
What?
What's the? Surprisingly, all I can think of is Bluebell. I know there's ice cream, but it's something with a B. The sausage.
Beasley's?
Nah.
Oh,
Blue
Borden's?
something.
No. You said
Oh, blue. Was it Blue Ribbon?
Blue Ribbon.
Yeah,
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 It
yeah.
was blue something.
Hey, that Blue Ribbon bacon. Hey, that's
Man.
top notch right there.
I don't know. We on that right bacon now though.
Oh, okay.
That stuff like that. That thick, man. It cost you a grip though. Because my mom was like, go to the store for me and get some bacon. And like, you know how your mama pull that Friday card, like she don't give you no money and then and she tell you to go to the store. Be like, Mom, I think it was $15.
For real.
Can I get my change?
For real.
You gotta ask.
Right. You ain't
That's
gonna.
mama,
You ain't getting that
Can
change.
you kind of you can't even say like you owe me $5. Oh, you.
Yeah, for real. I didn't carry you and raised you and.
You cannot win when they say that. It's
You can't.
like, man, don't hit me with the you done
that-
did this
yeah,
for me.
look, all us in our 30s, when we come with that and they hit us with that, they turn us right back into that 5-year-old. Go put our tail between
Yes,
our legs
ma'am.
in that corner.
There's a child in all of us.
Yes.
Even them too, because they get their feelings hurt too
like,
if
oh,
you
yeah.
say the wrong
Yes,
thing.
Oh
Money
yeah,
back or something.
absolutely, absolutely.
Asking money from your kid for your kid. Well, look, shout out to everybody that's been rocking with Bro, Where's My Phone since its beginning. We're now we have a radio show, and now we know for
Humble
sure.
beginnings.
Very humble.
Absolutely. We split up the content. So the radio show, if you listening to this, the radio show is every Thursday on 92KELZ.com
At 7:30.
Yep, 7:30. Waiting for the app to come out, baby, because we know social media. We want you to be just up to date. We want everybody to be up to date. Podcast is still popping. It feels good to be back behind the seat where it's unfiltered, for real.
Yes, sir.
And so I'm not even gonna
Wait on
tell.
that unfiltered, just go in.
I'm not even telling everybody at the end of the podcast to go follow us here. You can catch us, and that's what I'm gonna say. We on streaming services, so I won't even go through the list of them.
Across the board, man.
Across the
Yep.
board, because it's content.
Just
So,
search, Bro, Where's My Phone? We gonna pop up.
We gonna be in there.
There you
somewhere.
go. Speaking of phones, this week, yesterday, I woke up to a whole bunch of messages that
I know what
Apple,
you're talking about.
and I wasn't really tripping. I just sat back and watched. What could I do? I can't do anything, but I just watched that Apple had a privacy breach, and people who were doing FaceTime. It didn't happen to me. I guess I don't even FaceTime enough
I was about to
for it
say,
to
I
be
don't
affected.
Me neither. I barely do
So
it.
I'm gonna look at your face. I could talk to you. I mean, anybody. You know, that's
You
what I'm
know,
saying.
when
Why do
I
I have to look at your
FaceTime,
face?
I FaceTime when my mama's in the mall and she's trying to show me something.
The same
Look at
thing,
this.
man. Same thing
A
with me
good
and my
reason.
wife. Same thing with
A
Adrian.
good reason to.
Well, you is this the one you need? Yeah, that's it right there.
Our
Go ahead.
last FaceTime probably was Christmas,
Yeah.
picking up gifts.
The last time I did it was when we was at Remember we was at Starbucks the other day, like a couple weeks ago. That
Oh,
was
yeah,
the last
she was
time I
showing
did
you
it.
some
She was
stuff,
trying to
yeah.
show me some stuff at the store. Yeah.
It's only two people I FaceTime with, Arnacia, every now and then, and I'm like, "Where's your face?"
I was about to say, I got a question because
Oh, go
I know
ahead.
on Slim Thug podcast, they was like, dudes don't FaceTime other dudes. Is that dudes on? Is that a
I've
guy code
never-
thing? Dudes don't FaceTime.
I
other dudes?
FaceTime one of my friends once, one of my
Okay.
best friends.
I don't see any. I don't see anything wrong with it, but
But-
I don't. I've
they
never.
were very adamant about not
I
FaceTime with other dudes.
I think it's a certain. I think it's like within that super tight circle. If you got that super tight circle, I think it's admissible.
So if you got like,
But just like a random.
I was about to say somebody that want photos being like, FaceTime.
Yeah. Nah, I
that
ain't
would be
like.
kind of weird
Yeah,
to
that
book
ain't-
clients from being FaceTime.
Yeah, I ain't trying to do
It's
all
not a
that.
consultation.
I don't want to look at you.
It's paid.
Consultation.
Nah, I'm cool.
Man,
I
you better
guess that
Skype
could
them.
be. You know what?
Better hit that email. I can do everything through that email. We can talk on the phone. I don't want to look at you.
Yo, today my dad had told me that there had been a lady calling for me at their house phone.
Oh, all right.
And so I did something I ain't done in forever. I checked the home phone voice messages.
Oh.
And I was like,
you remember your code? I don't remember mine.
I had to ask him what the code was. It was messages on there from, it didn't even give me the date. But it was like family from California just checking in on us. And I'm like, this could have been in
I thought
2000.
that probably was a hurricane. when they were
I know,
checking
right?
it.
That was 2 years ago, a year ago, something like that.
But I just was like, I wonder how many people still have home phones and still use the answering machine.
Oh, the 50 plus crowd, definitely.
I'd say, yeah.
Home phone.
Kind of threw me back a little bit. Little throwback action.
Shoot, that's the ones that still call me for photo shoots. You know, everybody do email and social media now.
But I didn't understand completely what happened with Apple and the FaceTime messages. I just know it was like an invasion of privacy where you wouldn't answer the phone or you would. I don't know.
I saw your post about the FaceTime. I
Oh,
didn't
that
know
was
about
it.
it before, but I heard on the radio a couple days before about it's not necessarily a breach, but with the AirPods, it was saying that he could pick up other conversation, which that function is supposed to be for the hearing disability.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they was just saying that I think they have to tweak that. You know, Apple forever having tweaks. Like, you know, whenever a phone drop, everybody know. Like, people run out there to go get the first.
You don't get the first cut. You don't get that first wave. You gotta wait. Yeah,
right.
That's anything, man.
And they always have. It's always one or two updates within that first week.
Right.
And it'd be like, oh, it's just
That's
a minor
true.
thing.
That's how they sell it as a minor thing. I wouldn't want to be the first person in the airplane to try to. We just invented it.
Hell no.
You want to try the first flights from.
I got a thing. I say when I get on the planes, like my brother and my mom be laughing. I say when you get on there, you say you got to tell yourself the pilot don't want to die.
See, I don't do
People
that.
get nervous. You know what I'm saying? For the,
Yeah.
No, it's not a nervousness with me. Like, cause we flew like right after 9/11. It didn't even cross my mind. I was like, man, the Lord ain't ready for me now. But yeah, I tell him, I was like, remember, the pilot don't want to die.
First thing that go to my mind I'd be thinking the pilot be drunk all the time thanks to TV and movies.
Man, listen. They have to get tested on a regular. I don't know if it's still like that, but my mom being a nurse working at the airport, she used to have to test pilots. She was shocked.
She was a nurse at the airport?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
at one point in time, yeah. She did that like for a couple of years. And what she told me, she was surprised at how young a lot of the pilots can be. All ages for sure, but the young people were just our age and, younger in their 20s.
School. Shout out to TSU too. They got an aviation
program.
I
didn't know that. Shout out to TSU.
That's what's up.
I was tripping on just lost my train of thought that quick.
We all trip sometimes.
Rewind.
Okay, look, did I throw a monkey wrench in when I said aviation program? We talking about pilots and flying.
And TSU. Oh, I had remembered it.
I got a cut on my thumb. I can't snap and get
I remember the thought. I was worried about the flight attendants who retired. And if you're on an airplane and it's that pilot's very last flight, they make it a thing. They congratulate them when they land at the airport. Some of them have the fire stations there with the water hoses, and they make an arc over the airplane. What I was worried about.
Oh, I never knew that.
Before even getting to that point, if this is all that this guy has done for 30, 40 years in the air, some people can't handle, hey, this is my last flight. I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. I just hope he got us there safely. My crazy self
Look
thinking.
At you being a nervous Nelly.
Maybe he'll be like, man, this is it. This is the last flight for everybody.
Nah, and I ain't trying to enjoy.
I'm about to get lit. I'm about to get lit on this flight.
Nah.
It ran across my mind, but I try to be
Chris,
sleepy.
what you be thinking about, man?
Crazy stuff.
None of that stuff crosses my mind when I'm on the plane. I be here like, oh, he gonna get me there.
I ain't
total faith and confidence.
I don't get nervous on a flight unless it's more than 5 hours. I don't know. I'm weird.
Well, first of all, I've never flown.
That's what I say. I've never flown more than maybe like 2-3 hours. So I'm cool. I'm cool. Like 2-3 hours, that's a nap for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or if I got the window seat, I'm just looking at the clouds and stuff. So
what Drake's airline say, he popped his hand for a 23-hour flight. Now I'm out like a light.
For real.
I would get the rappers with the dope like airline references and see who put them in order, because that's a pretty dope line.
That is.
Chameleon there had one too, and it was on a mixtape. He said,
used to have a whole bunch of punchlines.
Man,
that dude was really underrated.
Yes,
man.
He was like, he said
I thought he was one of the best.
He said, I
thought he was one of the best.
Flying not a hobby, like flying is a hobby.
Right.
Girls want to stop me, but they can't. Something like that. But the flying not a hobby, like flying is a hobby.
Right.
Boy probably really flying now with that tech money.
Man,
oh look. God. Shout out. Man.
He probably like rap what?
Yeah. He stopped that for a while.
Yeah, he been, yeah.
But Chameleon was in tech even before, when Swisher House was still like super relevant. He was already dabbling in it.
But you can tell like he was one of the more focused ones out of the group just by his presence on the mic. Like, he didn't just get up there and just rumble off anything.
He wasn't freestyling, man, hold up and all that. I mean, he was lyrical master. Like, he was very, very lyrically metaphoric, like just
murdering the verses,
just murdering
like you said. He wasn't your normal rapper with it.
Yeah,
right.
Like he came in there with a plan.
Yeah, he definitely. I always considered him one of the better rappers to come out of here. I really have.
You know what? Speaking of chameleon now, were y'all confused like me at the beginning when you thought Paul Wall was black and Chameleon now was white?
No, I never thought that.
A bunch of people thought that.
I never thought that Chameleon was white, but I always did think that Paul Wall was black until I saw the Color Change and Click album cover, and I was like, oh, snap, Paul Wall a white dude.
But Paul Wall didn't know he was white. No, I'm playing. He knew he was white, but
Man, that's one of the coolest
everybody
cats out
thought
there.
All I know is
black.
when I moved out here, I stopped by 59 South Lee, and I still ain't seen him over there. That's all I'm saying. And I live pretty close to 59 South Lee.
Are you
Can't
from
lie.
the South when you got here?
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
I can't lie.
Hood Brandon be hollering about the dead end.
Oh
Brandon
my
stay
God.
hollering dead end.
That dead end is something else. Crestmont Park and all of this area. They really do cut off. It's a dead end. But yeah, Paul Wall is a cool guy. I've never had, every time I met him, always smiling and always friendly.
Right.
That's cool with me. Like,
The
that's
last
cool
time
people.
I seen him was at the Target on Sawyer. And my mom was like, is that Paul Wall over there? And you can see like one of the cashiers was like, oh my God, you Paul Wall. You know, he talking and laughing.
Was
Right.
that over like close to the Heights area?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
He was
yeah.
in that. I said, look at Paul Wall.
That's funny.
Come on, Matapa, you want to go get an autograph? I was like, no.
I can't even see
It's
you
like,
asking them for an autograph
Man,
when you
I
like.
can't- you know the crazy
grew up
thing.
together.
That too, and just like the whole autograph thing is weird to me. Like, you know, I'm a photographer, so like if anything, I'll get a picture. But that's like I still don't even like getting pictures with like
Let's say the
people.
selfie is the autograph these days.
man. I'm
it
so
seem like-
Say
terrible
she
with
don't even
selfies,
like
though.
doing that.
Yeah.
No, it's like because I'm a photographer, I would much rather get a good candid of
That's
the
dope.
person than me in it.
Then take the selfie with him. Got
Yeah.
you. I got you. I like that.
You know what? I've never been to anybody's house and seen an autograph on a napkin in a frame. Like, what do you do once he write or she write their autograph on? I guess it's just the idea
you know
of
what's
getting
so
it.
fun? Way back in the day, I had to been like 7 or 8. My uncle, well, I forgot. I think they was flying to California, and he got Tony Raphael Sadiq's autograph from me. And I
Okay.
remember it was on a little napkin. And
Who
stuff.
did?
My uncle, he got
Okay.
it for me. It was Raphael Sadiq, but you know, Tony was super hot then.
Right.
Oh,
in
yeah.
the
And I was
early
like,
90s.
man, I have no clue what I did with that napkin, but I did keep it for a long time.
Yeah.
Right. That's funny.
Let's see, I got a
Hey.
picture of I took a picture of
Erykah
Kendrick
Badu?
Perkins. Nah,
Oh.
well, I have.
Beaumont,
But I
Big
called
Money,
Kendrick
Texas.
Perkins. I was in Beaumont. You know, he's from Beaumont.
Okay.
And
He live in Tomball now, I believe.
oh, do he?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I went to a wedding, and I guess he was friends with whoever, I think the groom, and he happened to be up in. I was like, oh, hey, look, it's Kendrick Perkins. So, I mean, of course, I didn't groupie out. I was just like, I just did a couple shots while he here. That was it.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't even think I released them. I haven't even edited that picture. And that was like last year.
But you know what? I don't, y'all can let me know what y'all think. I don't have a problem with people asking for pictures from the celebrities or whoever.
Right.
But you got to kind of read them. They may
Yeah,
not
yeah,
be in
yeah,
a mood.
yeah.
If they look
Right.
like they don't want to take pictures, don't go bother them.
Exactly.
Because some of
Yeah.
them cool, but then you might catch them on a day.
They human. At the end of the day, that's what it is. They human. They, like you said, they may not necessarily be in the mood. So
Yeah,
you
they
can't just
human.
come up on them like that.
You see them that one time, but they've seen 1,000
Use.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, like, and you just have to take that approach to if the shoe was on the other foot.
Right.
Like, some people are much more jovial and, like, playing, you know, and talking kid and people.
Right.
But, like you say, we're human.
But I also think, like, I know a lot of times with celebrities, usually if you're catching them in just out in the general public, they're usually out with their families and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
You know, it's one thing to catch them by themselves. Okay,
Right.
they could probably tolerate it just a little bit more. But when you're catching them with their family, like, you got to respect that family. Like, you know, sometimes
Yeah.
I hear people get upset with celebrities when they're with their families because they're trying to run up on them.
Right.
And the celebrity kind of like, yo, back off, but not realizing that, okay, they're with their wife and kids or husband and kids, you know, whatever the case may be. You have to realize, like you just said, they're human. So
Right.
if you come up running up on them, they're getting defensive, not just for themselves, but they
They're
got to
with
think
their
about
family.
their families. You can't just roll up on them like that.
Yeah. I remember one time me and my brother was at Astroworld, and Clyde Drexler was there with his son.
Right.
And this lady ran up on him asking for an autograph. And he just, you know, respectfully told her, he was like, I don't really want to, you know, get in that space. He's like, I'm here enjoying the moment with my sons. Like, and we saw him, and it was probably about a little bit further, like maybe 5 or 6 feet. And that was my thing. I was like, okay, I didn't run up to him. You know, I'm a big Houston sports fan. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take this as it is and say that I was in the same space
Right.
as Clyde Drexler,
And that's all you
and keep
can
it
do
moving.
sometimes,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
That's a mature fan. That's a mature way to.
I think that's a good way to handle it. I mean, what at the end of the day, what's the validation out of it? Okay, you took a picture with him, big deal.
And you know, and this was back in the day. If you take a
I'm
picture
thinking
with him,
about
it's
that
taking
now.
a couple days to get your film.
Yeah, what's the big deal?
It's a
I
whole
mean,
process.
You can tell people all till you blue in the face. If they not gonna believe, they're not gonna believe you knew what happened.
But even if you did, if you think about the psychological behind it, the mentality behind it. Okay, you took a picture with Halle Berry. Oh, that's dope. Okay, that's dope. I see the picture. But what other validation? How does that else make you feel better? Like, is it just a cool points? I guess.
I think it is.
I guess back in the day it'll just be like a few cool points. Okay,
Yeah.
But-
you know that.
Yeah, it's all. I think that's all it is, in my opinion.
I mean, now everybody will have phones all in everybody's face.
Yeah.
That's annoying. I'm sure that's annoying for celebrities, and it's kind of like, dude, do you know I don't have on makeup? I'm here just to pick up my donuts or whatever, and you got a phone in my face.
But you know that's just the times now. You know, like when we were growing up, we would get super excited over seeing a celebrity,
Right.
Because we
We
didn't
didn't
know
have
what they were doing.
It was a
like
mystique
social
to 'em.
media.
That's
now,
a good point.
Like you can follow them now. Like
So you actually can live their life with them because of social media, because they're up there sharing their lives too. So yeah, there's like, I guess me personally, I don't necessarily get super excited when I see celebrities. I mean, don't get me wrong. Celebrities are celebrity.
I can't even think of somebody I've gotten super excited.
Yeah, I mean,
We've been in the game for so long to where it's
Yeah,
like
yeah, look,
yeah.
that's y'all. I
What?
still get starstruck.
Beyonce used to be right there in the room, and Kelly would be right there.
I was about
Right.
to say, honestly, I don't think I would get starstruck if I met Beyonce.
See,
You know what?
Because I wouldn't.
It's two sides to it, because there's a side behind the scenes where we're all working. So when you meet
if I got a
people
camera in
working,
my hand, I'm for sure not getting starstruck.
Right.
Because at that point, the mission and the goal is to get the best picture
right?
of
Yeah,
her.
you can't
Facts.
you can't let that get in the
facts.
way.
But so my thing is, it wasn't until like I left the whole music industry through that internship, when I left the world altogether, I'm on the other side, and I didn't even realize, being on the inside, you work around these people pretty often, so it wasn't no surprise. But when people say, "Oh, you worked for such and such," and you can tell me about, it's like a fairy tale to them, and I'm like, I don't even have single pictures of myself working with these people,
Right.
But I took
You don't have
people.
not a one picture with her?
No.
Oh, not like a pose picture, but not like even in the same space.
No. And here's the crazy
okay.
part. I have pictures of my best friend with Beyonce, because we was at the same party, and I was like, Sierra, take a picture with Beyonce, and she posed. Like, I have that proof. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but I never, even back then, I was like, man, it could at least help me out with brand
Right.
value now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
But I
is
wasn't
true.
thinking.
No,
But
One
you know
thinking.
what? A lot of, I guess, because you know, everybody knows I'm in the Beehive. I follow dancers, musicians, everything, like crew. You know,
Right.
with Beyonce.
Real people.
But I also think, like you saying, it would help your brand. But it seemed to me to be a little bit skewed, because you would get like a ton of people that are following you strictly for that. Whereas, you know, you're an artist, a photographer.
Right.
You want them to follow you for your work.
for the value of
Yeah,
your work.
yeah.
Right.
That's when I was being here like, I mean, this is me saying that I've never met her, so this is me saying that now. But I know it'll get to a point where I'm like, dang, they following me
Right.
because of the picture.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
like,
true.
not my body of work, or like you like what I'm doing, but also at the same time, you know, because people are easily swayed. They see you working with Beyonce, they all of a sudden want to work with you, because they
That
see,
happens,
like,
too.
it's the little
type
connected
of world.
association and connected
Right.
with greatness. So I guess it's a double-edged sword.
Right. I would want a dope endorsement. That would be ideal for me. If I've been working with you, and you have a big I don't know, but if you have a big following, and I've worked with you, and you can vouch for my work, not
I was
fake
just
it.
about to
You can
say,
vouch for my
yeah.
work. I'd love for you to give me if Beyonce, pick somebody else. It don't even matter. We'll go with Beyonce.
Yeah,
If
this
she
is
said, man, Tony the Nocturnist is a dope photographer. Bam. That's it. If Oprah said,
Yep.
Artistic Rebel, get her work.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm taking it. Yeah.
You verified. I'll take that over a blue check on Twitter.
Absolutely.
Oh, man, y'all can have that.
Absolutely.
Blue check.
I ain't worried about that blue check.
But people associate that blue check with like celebrity, but it really is if you have like a certain status or a profile where you can be your identity can be
You're an
verified.
influencer.
Yeah,
You just have
but
to
a
be
real
considered an
influencer, I
influencer.
feel like you said, like
where somebody can like try to take your identity, not you know, like not security purposes, but like pretend that I'm this person and I got
Right.
it going on. Like, 'cause
That's what the verification. That's the whole
everybody
definition of
think like
verification.
entertainers, actors, athletes, like, but it's
a million
it's
more
writers, it's bloggers, it's content creators.
Right.
They got a blue check.
It's just more or less an official stamp, basically saying this is authentically me.
Yeah. And people
Right.
just automatically associate that as being a celebrity. Because
Right.
how many times have we taken a photo of a celebrity and people say, "Oh, you famous now?" Like, man,
people say that all the time,
Like,
but
I
my
ain't
bank account
famous.
don't never change digits.
it ain't look, it ain't
Ain't-
even
ain't
no-
it ain't even the bank account.
It
I didn't
ain't-
roll up here in a Sprinter.
It ain't the right kind of zeros in my bank account.
I drove up here myself. Like, I'm not a celebrity. Celebrity is you got somebody, you got a crew of people around you.
Right. Just
Like,
trying
you
to be
got
in your
handlers
space.
and stuff. Yeah, like, far from that.
All my zeros behind the decimal. The bank account.
I got like 2 of them.
This
I'm missing
year?
like 6 of them.
I about to say we need about 6 of them.
I'm changing that this year. It changes this year.
The year of retirement, baby.
It do. Money's gonna be rolling in so much, but it's not even about the money.
I was
the,
about to say
the
it's
money
not
is a,
even-
it's a byproduct of doing something
It's
successfully.
about the passion
for me.
and the peace of mind. That is just the biggest
I was
thing.
about to
to
say,
I got
really,
peace of
money
mind
not
now.
gonna even bring you peace of mind if you
I
just.
have
Yeah,
peace
no,
of
I
mind
just want
now.
the peace of mind.
I have peace of mind. I just want to increase. Like, I want to be able to go on a
was about to say,
vacation
I got
every
peace of
other
mind
month.
now.
Yeah, you want to be comfortable.
I have peace
You
as
want
far
that
as
versatility
yeah
to do what you want to do.
Absolutely.
And that's what
I
it's
agree with
about.
that.
Because everything else is just perspective. You can go to a nice hotel, you can go on a nice vacation, and yes, you're there. But if I have a nice backyard and the day is nice, it's not a vacation, but the area I'm still nice. It's gonna calm your mind. It's
No,
what
like
you make
you
out
and
of
you
it.
and yours.
Give me a
yeah.
she shed.
She
I'm
shed,
on a
yeah.
vacation.
I can't even say that. So
She shed.
Say it one more time.
She shed.
She shed.
what is that?
The female version of a man cave.
Yeah, the female man cave.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. You taught me something
You ain't seen that commercial? That Geico commercial?
I hear it
Or whatever it is, progressive. I don't know
with the
what.
lady.
Yeah, she. I forget what they were saying. All I know, just kept saying she shed.
She shared. Yeah, that's a
Looks
yeah.
like SpongeBob font.
It does.
That was. I'm sorry.
Nerd,
It was
yep.
random. That was very
You
random.
nerd.
But I kept looking at that, like kept thinking about SpongeBob.
I'll be driving down the street and see a billboard. Like, I know that font.
Yeah.
So what y'all working on? What y'all been working on? I know Meech. I know what you've been working on, but I'll let you tell.
Man,
Oh,
I
yeah,
got
she
back
over-
into the swing of painting.
She over there
like
killing
my partner over here been getting in painting too. Like, as soon as we leave it, well, actually, I got some other stuff to do. I'm gonna start the painting number 2. But the goal this year is to do another art show. I forced
Dope.
myself to put it out there last year. You know, people being like, if I don't talk about it, won't nobody ask about it.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? So I'm gonna put it out there. So maybe somebody will call me out and be like, you said last year you was gonna do an art show.
Oh, okay. So you did say it last year.
Yeah, I said it
You
last
put
year.
it out there.
Around like September or something. You know what? Actually, when I did that painting for Kim, I was like, I haven't done a painting in forever. I
Right.
was like, I'm about to get back into the groove of painting. I was like, and I haven't done an art show in forever. I was like, yeah, 2019, I'm doing just like I said. I don't
Okay.
know when, but I'm doing an art show. I have a presumed date, but I've just been looking around for places and stuff. And like, I set it a proposed date for further down the line, so I can just get my painting workflow together for sure too,
Right.
and the funds.
Yeah,
For sure.
absolutely.
For sure.
Nah,
Well, what
that makes
event?
sense.
That was your birthday. That was at Share Space, right?
yeah.
Your birthday.
That was 3
Was
years
that
ago.
hard to plan?
Yes, it was, but you know, it was even harder to plan because I didn't do my workflow like I should have.
On paper, like a step-by-step checklist? So what you mean
No,
workflow?
not even a checklist. Like, I was cramming a lot of the artwork, and you know, if you're trying to do an art show, it got to be precise and concise and thought out.
Well, see, that's why I'm confused. Your birthday, was that, I'm getting 2 events
It
mixed
was,
together.
yeah.
That
That's-
was your art
yeah, I
show
was
too,
fusing
right?
It, yeah, I was fusing it together.
So you had to bust them canvases out.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
just I didn't properly prepare for it like I should have.
Right.
And that time is just, even if the time goes slow, it's still going. That time would get by, man. I only ask because I have a few events that I'm doing, and I'm like, man, I feel like I need a small team because that time is going to get here, and it's going to be like, man, I still got to do this, I still got to do
for the
that.
art show, so you can imagine if I did that.
Man.
Shout out to my circle, man.
Yeah. And it was a dope. You had a DJ too, right?
Yeah, shout out.
Willie.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
That sure is
Yeah,
right.
I'm
Will Lean.
DJ Lean on me.
DJ Lean on me.
That's what's up.
I shout him out because I listen to their podcast pretty regularly just because I represent Houston, and it's just another form of a Houston content. What they talk about? Yeah. What they talk about podcast.
You said it like I was gonna be like, I don't know what they're talking about.
And DJ TNT put me onto it because her friend is one of the members of them or whatever.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. Okay, so I remember you did. So you're gonna do another art show this year for sure.
Yep.
Tony, what are you going to do?
Man,
I mean, not to put you on the spot.
No.
'cause you might be
Actually,
like,
I have a goal. My goal, I just did my big collaboration this past weekend, which I thought went pretty well. But I want to kind of do something similar to that, except that I want to find a way to make it to where it's good for the community. I kind of want to get more beauty stuff in, so I figured if I want to try to work more into the beauty section, I kind of want to find people that I want to do the whole makeover thing for some reason. So I want to partner up with cosmetic companies. I want to partner up with wardrobe people.
Okay.
And just find these people because I want to help I guess boost confidence. And,
right.
You know, a lot of people are dealing with depression. I know mental awareness is a big thing right now. Shoot, I deal with mental issues from time to time. So I don't know. I just want to do it to help people. So
that's your why. The people in marketing would be like, find your why.
That's my why.
But it's true.
That's my why. I want to help mainly young women because I always see women are always big on appearance, and I know that although it necessarily shouldn't matter, beauty is on the inside. I know that sometimes on the outside, sometimes they want the outside to look good to feel better on the inside.
I think it's connected.
Yeah, it's all
it's
connected. So I think that just being a dope photographer, linking up with dope makeup artists, finding good cosmetics, clothes, so on and so forth, just to kind of help build people's self-esteem up is kind of the goal this year. So I want to get at least one big makeover done like that. At least one, hopefully more. We're gonna pray on it. And that's basically the goal this year, man. And get corporate partnerships. Because
Oh, I was about to say,
let's get that. Let's get that.
I just named one thing. It's
of course
still
it's a lot. Yeah,
that's just my top priority right now.
Right.
Well, we recorded on the podcast, so eventually today will be the summertime, the fall, and we'd be like, I did that.
We did that.
We're
Right.
definitely planning for the summer and beyond.
Right.
Yeah.
We're not working on March.
Right. Oh yeah, this time I feel like. First of all,
I said March because we got some filled up dates for February already.
Oh man, I know. Speaking of course, I'm doing a class again. My goal is to just do the classes. I don't want to do a class every quarter. I want to sprinkle dates in there and do different classes. And I just broke everybody up. I started with kids to influence them, to encourage them. But I have people my mom age and my mom asking me, you need to do a class for us because I don't know how to use this thing, her iPhone. And so I'm like, I'm going to get there. I'm going to do classes. I'm going to just break it down. But I don't want it to be just a boring class that, hey, I'm putting a price on it. Give me your money. That's not what I'm interested in. I'm interested in motivating people and encouraging them to use technology to actually have fun and live. And I discovered my why a few days ago because I couldn't explain it. It's hard to explain when people ask you, what do you do with you? And so for me,
I need Iyanla to fix my life.
No, look, I literally had discovered that for years, no lie, from the time I started taking pictures through my internship and just taking pictures, this whole time I've been taking pictures of other people's lives and what they're doing. I've watched their careers take off, and that's great. I've helped them by capturing their images and sometimes doing video and stuff like that. But this whole time, there's nothing wrong with that. I just realized, when did I do that for myself? When did I say, hey, not only do you have to watch everyone else chase their dreams and live their dreams, but hey, I'm not saying turn the camera literally on myself,
Right.
but get in the game.
Right.
It's like
right.
going to a football game. It's fun to take pictures of the game. We've been there literally, but it's fun to actually play the game.
Right.
And so this year I was like, yeah, that's it. So when you tell people about taking pictures and doing video, don't do it because this is what they do on social media. What they do every day, scroll, and you look at other people's lives, whether they real or fake. You scroll and looking. I know a lot of people who suffer from low self-esteem because you looking at other people who do
Comparing
what
your
you
life to
do.
theirs,
About to
right.
say, and they seeking
Big mistake.
validation off of it too.
Stop it.
Yeah.
I have to teach you how to just use technology to capture what you want to do, not so you can crap in somebody else's face, but so you can actually just find something that you want to do.
Right.
Period.
Live your best life, man.
That's it. Yeah. So I'm working on it. Sea Island experience. I don't even know what that even entails. It's crazy. I just know I want to have a dope ass photography party.
All I know is every time I see CN Experience, all I see is this right here.
That's as far as I've gotten so far.
Hey, it's working.
Because it
I
gives
saw
people out
Roland
their
Martin.
seat.
I saw a lot of people on that CL Experience.
It gets people out their seat, but ultimately I'm gonna develop it to where you're gonna be having fun. Shots for shots. Hey, you gotta come. You want to come to my party? You got to take a shot to get in. You might not drink alcohol, but you're gonna take a picture, whether you're ready or not. You're gonna take a picture.
Lydia with Sea Island.
Hey, we're gonna have
I
fun.
like it.
So I got a date, y'all. I don't even know.
Lydia in the city.
I'm sure y'all February is like super filled up, but it's the 22nd is the date
All I
that
got
I
is my
have.
birthday. That's it.
Shout out to people going to the Super Bowl or watching the Super
Oh, man.
Bowl.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I forgot about that just that fast. Oh man, Chris, that was shady, man.
Oh.
You know
Oh.
he can't participate like that.
Nah, man, it's cool.
He say
It's the day. It's the day before, so it's cool.
I straight forgot.
We're gonna have to throw a bro where's my Super Bowl party.
Or something, right? Man.
Bro, where's the Super Bowl?
Bro,
man.
where's the Super Bowl?
Yeah, man, we can't get the popping off in Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, for
Like,
look, we can't get too lit.
Right.
Like, man, I know I'd be last minute with myself. Like, wait a minute, the Super Bowl is less than a week away.
I'd say it's a few days away.
Man, it's a few days away. This podcast, when it come out, it's probably gonna be like the next day, the Super Bowl.
Yeah, right.
Just a fact. But man, in a way, we're gonna have I know we're gonna have a great year. It's
yeah.
no question.
Oh, yeah.
So we're gonna have a great year. I want y'all to check us out on the live radio show. Again, it's every Thursday.
7:30 on 92KELZ.com.
Be there.
Turn your phone up, charge your phone, and just tune in. I know it might be asking for a lot, but all
Find
you
a
gotta
docking
do,
station or something, just sit there.
right? Just vibe out. But this is Bro, Where's My Phone? The podcast, man. Thank you for listening. If you've been listening, thank you. If you're a new listener or if you've been listening, tell a friend and just check us out, man. We're gonna be here. We're not going anywhere. So until the next episode, I'll holler at y'all later.
Peace.
Hey, do you know a cool kid who is interested in learning digital photography? Saturday, February 16th, I will be hosting my Digital Kids mobile photography class at Generation Park, located in Humble, Texas. I have 10 spots available and looking forward to teaching students how to shoot, capture, and edit their mobile photos on the spot. Photography is fun, it's digital, and it's dope. Sign up for classes can be found on our Instagram page or by contacting me, Christopher Allen, at 713-855-0436.